Arsenal are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He's Neymar! Off the post! It's out for a goal kick. Rafael Leao. Scamacca. Arsenal ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Cafu tries to pass it through. Cafu. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Climbs up big! He will be livid with himself. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick,
It's Kluivert! There was plenty of power on that. Bernardo Silva. Oh, that's a key interception. Reinders. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Haaland. Kluivert. Flecken breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Not the most convincing of passes. Reinders. For Messi. And it's made its way to him. That's been cut out, well played. First quarter of an hour gone. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Hakimi.
Sporting clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Rodri, that's a little off target. Tries to play it through. Oh, good-looking ball. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Marquinhos. Cafu. For Olise. Koulibaly producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oh, delightful ball. Now it's Mbappe. A lot of space ahead of him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Knocks it into space. Azar. Messi. That's an imaginative pass. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Rafael Leao. Quality ball. And here's Olise. And here's Kluivert. Oh, good read. Messi. Azar. And it's Messi. And that's put paid to a promising move. And here's Kluivert. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Arsenal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of...
Tries a shot! Oh, it rattles the bar! Messi gathers from the goal kick. Now it's Mbappe. That's a sharp pass. Scamacca.
Sporting have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And it's Azar. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Tries to pass it through. Olise has it in a wide position. Cafu could try cutting inside here. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Mbappe. Great vision. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And that has been clubbed away. Now here's the delivery. Well, that has not gone well. Cafu. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Substitution.
And we have our very first corner. Point-blank header! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Arsenal have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. And it's Bernardo Silva. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Can he get on the end of this? Chance, surely! Oh, what about that? And that might well be that! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Robert Lewandowski.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Arsenal can seal the deal here and now. A
Hello,
win guarantees
everybody, and
promotion,
welcome to
and their
today's
loyal
match.
following will settle for nothing
Galatasaray
less.
Against Arsenal.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. Arsenal come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. Kluivert. Now it's Forlan. Forlan goes steaming forward. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Cafu. And it's Kluivert. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, smashing! It's hit the upright.
Roberto Carlos, Peter, might have had more of an impact on the world game than any other fullback before or since.
In what regard?
Well, with his pace, skills and his overlapping runs, he effectively revolutionised the role. He turned the fullback into a vital attacking weapon. It inspired so many players to be just like him.
Now it's Haaland. Now it's Olise. It's a good-looking delivery. Another header, but again the same outcome.
Arsenal really can do themselves a massive favour by making good use of this spell now.
Now that's well seen too. Scamacca. Oh, what a ball! If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Now it's Forlan. Doué. He has found the way through. Chance for a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Galatasaray really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
Rijkaard gathers from the goal kick. Olise is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Now it's Forlan, spread neatly. Doué picks it up out wide. Lovely bit of skill. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Driving forward. Raul. Forlan. That's good play. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Doué. Now, what about a counter-attack? He's got plenty of space out wide here. And the first 45 minutes are up. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Kindly make his way to the information centre.
Here we go again.
Arsenal are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Taken back almost at once. He's got to work. Kubo! They've got to be quick to recover this. He's had a shot! Galatasaray have got it back and they'll have another go. Oh, the ball's gone astray. And he shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness. Win today, and they will be up there amongst the elite.
Against Manchester United.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team. So it's down to business here. Arsenal come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future. Immediate and... Mbappe! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Fernandes gathers from the goal kick.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, that's the key to the job, isn't it? Find a different way of doing the same thing, and that he basically excels at. He's fantastic. Once he comes inside, anything is possible.
Now, this could be a chance. Chance for a shot! Goal! Arsenal! The goal for which they thirsted, the goal for which they craved. Now, full steam ahead to the ultimate prize. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
They still can't get carried away. They haven't been promoted just yet.
Takes the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Rodri really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That's been cut out, well played. Marquinhos, Olise, Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Can he finish? He's got a goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Hangs in a... Can he finish? Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was...
Tries from a long way out. Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. He's found a way through. Plays it in low. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Can he get it through? They're back in possession and ready to go again. Rodri. Marquinhos is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. He is through here. De Ketelaere showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Looking to play him in. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Arsenal absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Arsenal very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And they're back on the ball again. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Cafu. De Ketelaere. Oh, important interception. Well, already game, set and match, or so it feels. Cafu, a player of legendary status. Can he get on the end of this? He might be in here! Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Rodri. Cafu. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And he's picked it up out wide. Fernandez. Great vision. And he cuts out the supply. Azar. No, again there's no way through. Out to the left it goes. Well, that has not gone well. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. He's a sharp little ball here. And he was alert to it. Threads one in. Olise has it in a wide position. He's had a shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. Has another go! And it's in! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page.
Against Arsenal.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition.
Big header! Goal! Arsenal! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So, it's Cristiano Ronaldo! It's fallen kindly here. They've done it! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Tries to pass it through. Threads one in. And this is Ronaldo. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's being urged to shoot.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Kaká! Oh, that's fabulous! About as smooth as it gets. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that is stunning. Just too hot to handle.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Brazil go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
That looks a cracking ball. And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's looking wide. Fired deep towards the back post. Corner given.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rafael Leao, and the pass is intercepted. He's in plenty of space here. Lovely, and he shoots! He scores! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Brazil go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Kaká. Out of play for a goal kick. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Conte. And the half-time whistle goes.
Hello attendees, this is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information center?
Substitution for Brazil. Number 6, Mohamed Salah. Coming on to replace him.
And the second half gets underway.
Number 18, Messi.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. And here's Kluivert. Aimed beyond the defence. Danger averted for now. Well, that looks a decent ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He has found the way through. It's Maradona! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because He didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Brazil grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. And he's only too happy to take that back. He's a sharp little ball here. Ball driven towards the far post. Climax! He can get that clear. Neymar looking for the run. Marquinhos gets across to intercept that. Roberto Carlos makes the interception. Elise. Kluivert looking for options for movement.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Can he get on the end of this? Rodri knocks it into space, and he's picked out the run. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, he's picked this time, surely!
Substitution.
Corner number 2 then. Roberto Carlos! It's there! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Well, all I can say is that he did very well to squeeze it in near post. He didn't have much to aim at.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Now it's Kane. Now it's Rafael Leao. That has not gone well. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodri, and he's had it nicked away. Can he get it through? Tries to play it through. Oh, well measured. Just the goalkeeper. Shot a goal! Oh, fantastic from Ronaldo! A finish of true class! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
It's become a case of men against boys. Now it's Cruyff. And here's Elise.
Has been indicated.
Kaka plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Marquinhos. Here's Rodri. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. And the ref